Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. So what you're looking at is a grand experiment. I had two broken 490 shells. This one was broken in the front, this one was broken in the back. So I figured I would amputate both of them and join them together, put motors in them, and see if I could make this thing run. As you see, it is quite long. It's about a foot long. And the problem with it, of course, being this long, it won't go around these 031 curves. It's much, much too long. So in order to make it go around the curves, I would have to remove the flanges from these four wheels. If you notice, the Marx 333, the center wheel, has no flange on it. It's just a round wheel. Anyway, the thing is, this does run, as you see. It's just much too long to go around these tight radius curves that I have. Now I'm using 031 curves to make the most use of the table space. And so this thing simply cannot go around and make a 90-degree turn. What happens is it goes straight and this literally just derails. As you see, it can't make that turn. It can't even begin to make that turn. So it's going to be an interesting experiment. Whether I'm going to pursue it or not, I have no idea. This is really crudely done. I just cut these both off with a hacksaw and then put the motors in them, lined them up, epoxied the ends together, and let it set. Now, one of the major problems is the dimensions change on the locomotive shell. It's actually wider here than it is here. And that's why these don't line up exactly right. And it would take a lot of work to do this, and I would have to cut this one off, very likely back here someplace. But in any case, it was just a quick experiment, and wanted to see if it was possible to do this. And obviously it is. I mean, it does run. Two full-size single reduction motors. It's just too long to go around a radius this tight. This would take a really, really large radius. And like I said, I'm sure you would have to take the flanges off both of the center wheels to make this work. But it was just a quick experiment, so I thought it'd make an interesting video, if nothing else. So chop the stack off of this one. Like I said, I cut them off with a hacksaw, fairly straight, but you can see the dimensional differences between this body and this one in this spot. Anyway, I put the motors in them, line them up on the rail, put 5-minute epoxy on it, push them together, let the epoxy cure, and this is the result. A 080490, if you want to call it that. But it does run. There's no doubt about that. It would actually run quite well if it could go around the corners. But it is so incredibly long that it simply can't. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to pursue this experiment or not. But it was worth a try. Since I had the two broken shells, I figured I might as well try to combine them and see what I could do. So a single reduction motor in the front and rear. So this thing would have plenty of power. I mean, two single reduction motors, and as you see, they're both running. So an interesting experiment, if nothing else. So like I said, I don't know if I'm going to pursue it or not, but even the headlight works. So just a quick experiment. Thought I'd do a quick video on this. As you see, it makes a really, really large locomotive. And with a bit of work and the right track, you could get this to run, no doubt. But whether I'm going to pursue it or not, I have no idea. It was just basically a quick half-hour experiment. Like I said, I chopped this one off right about here, and then cut the second one off just behind the pilot, and then lined them up, epoxied them together, and this is the result. It looks interesting, no doubt, and it does run. It's just too long to go around these 031 curves. Like I said, I used the tightest curves I could find to make the most use of this space. And these are almost 90-degree turns, of course. So this thing it's just simply too long to go around. And it just derails as soon as it begins to turn, as you see. So just a quick experiment to see what this would look like and if it was possible. It is indeed possible. Whether it would work or not, I guess it depends on how much work you want to put into this. It would take a lot of modification to get this locomotive to run, especially around a curve this tight. I don't think it could. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. I thought it was interesting, if nothing else. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.